Hello comrades, yes it's me, a Yorkshireman now living in Wales. Hope everybody's okay. Weather update, bit nippy today, hence a bit of a body warmer on. Right comrades, this is my last section of the review of the interview undertaken by the Welsh First Minister. Right, again I suggest you watch it all so you can get the full context, because remember, I'm just picking the bits which appeal to me. Right comrades, without much of an ado, let's get on with the next section. Get your popcorn, get ready and get comfortable.
Do you feel nervous about what's coming up, about how well Plaid and Reform are going to do next year?
No, because I think what we've got to do is to remind people of what we have managed to deliver. The fact that we have 2 million contacts in the NHS every month in a population of 3 million, and that it's working for the vast majority of people. 1.6 million people had appointments with GPs in 1 month. I mean, that's the...
Right, I love the opening question there. Do you feel nervous? It's like you're going for some sort of dating show, which again, given it's a seasoned politician, is that the right question to ask? Shouldn't it be something more like, what are your chances, given what's going on? But no, we're not going to ask that, are we? Anyway, so the answer to that is no. No, I don't feel nervous, because what we have to remind people of what they delivered on. So what have they delivered on? Well, the only single topic I picked up on there was the NHS and the amount of contacts made, which sort of ranges between 1.5 million to 2 million. Now, I have realised in my other video, I sort of said I won't mention the NHS or give you my opinion. However, I've done it, so I'll carry on with that. Now, if you have anything to do with the NHS, the way they classify things is actually quite hilarious. Now, call me the cynic, but I actually think that a contact could be someone trying to make a call, that call not being answered. It could also be me touching or stepping foot inside a GP surgery. It could also be me looking at an ambulance as it goes past. Yes, that's how cynical I am about how the NHS record things. Now, you might think I'm having a go at the NHS. I'm not. I'm having a go at the people who manipulate the stats and the systems to go with it. That's what I have great issues with. So, I then asked myself, the question is, so, right then, so does she feel nervous? So I then racked my brain and I think, well, why would I want to vote for them? Well, let me give you my personal list of top sort of favourites why I won't vote for them. And that is one of them as sending money over to plant trees in, I think it was Uganda. I don't get that, still don't get it. I think I've covered that in another video. One of my other favourites is let's have 20 overseas offices. And then we ask the question, so what are they really doing? No one tells us there. So that goes at top of my favourites. The other thing is, we've delivered on more members of the Senate. Wait on, we didn't ask for that. My other favourite, and everybody's favourite, is we've delivered on implementing 20 miles an hour without asking anybody. Wow, well done you. But wait on, didn't 500,000 people say we don't want it? Anyway, it's a massive list, so on with the next video. Get ready, hope you're halfway through your popcorn.
To your budget, is Jane Dodd, the Lib Dem, your only hope of passing that budget?
Look, we're happy to speak to anyone, because actually what we care about is delivering for the people in Wales. We know we've got £1.5 billion on the table that we can go and pick up to help sort out the NHS, our schools, our economy, our transport. It's there for the taking. If we don't get the extra vote, then they are going to have to go and account to the public for the lack of investment in their communities. Labour will always stand up for Wales, and we will always stand with the people, and we will do our best for them. If other parties in here turn their backs on that 1.5 billion, I think the public will be very, very angry with them.
You expect to get that vote from them?
Right, again, I find this really quite interesting. So the quote there is, happy to speak to anyone. This is in relation to getting the budget side out. However, let me take you back. Not Reform though. Right, so they're not happy to speak to anyone. Also this thing about we need the £1.5 billion, and that will literally sort out every problem to do with Wales. The economy, I think it was transport, something else, blah blah blah. Now, as a kid, and even as an adult now, someone say gives me 100 quid, and before you know it, I've actually spent that money on about 10 different things. So to meet that money, what I want, I'd actually need £1,000. It's as simple as that. And as I listen to this, I think to myself, well, the Welsh Government have literally just spent £2 billion, and there will be an ongoing cost on that, all of that, on a road. So how does £1.5 billion going to solve the whole issues in Wales? Well, it won't, will it? And personally, and I'll give you my take on this, I hope they don't get the £1.5 billion, because I'll tell you why, because it stops them wasting my money and your money. It's as simple as that. It might make them consider how they're going to waste the money. So again, I look at this and I think to myself, now as I go through and I listen to this video, it says, she says that Labour will always stand with the people and with Wales. Right, really? So let me think about the steel industry. How did that go? Did you stand with them? Now, there was a lot of politicians from both sides saying we're standing shoulder to shoulder, that classic phrase, and then, oh yeah, right, we're on, that's gone. And I think a set of different decisions, maybe being a bit bolder, ignoring net zero, might have kept some jobs going, but no. So you didn't really stand with people. Again, I'm going to mention communities. You're not standing with different communities, are you? A lot of communities are going to collapse and fail, and they're not being looked after. So I'm going to take issue with stand with the people. Now, you also go on about things like, what was it, let's think, the public will be angry with other parties. Well, I'm sorry. No, the public, or me personally, as a member of the public, I'm actually angry with all parties, because all parties are exactly the same. Now, you also say hold to account somewhere in all of this. Well, I've already said this once and I'll keep saying it. We cannot hold elected politicians to account. It's impossible. The only time we can actually do that is, guess when? In 2026, yes, coming up to an election. That is now like a year and a bit away. But why do you keep saying it? I've already proved it many times over. We can't hold you to account. Right, comrades, that's my take on the interview. As I say, I keep saying what's the full bit. You might think 12 minutes. Well, I don't know, get yourself a Cornish pasty, sausage roll or something and have a snack and watch it. Right, comrades, thank you for watching. Catch you on the other side. Power to the people.